Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome up to the Tier 3 pre-show with myself and Joel. And our guests tonight are Dylan, the championship leader, and Stingers. How are you
I'm
all
good, thank you. How are
tonight?
you?
Aye, not too bad.
I'm pretty good.
Um, yeah, good. It's good to have you on.
Thank you.
The championship leader, Dylan. 2 out of 2 so far. You go for the hat trick tonight in
Hopefully.
Jeddah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. No Tier 3 driver has won 300 races in a row, so maybe you'll be the first. How are you rating your chances tonight?
Not very good. Not very high.
Like, not very good, he says.
Uh,
As he wins
I think we had that
a
last
few
week as
races.
well, to be fair.
Yeah, and you had a very good race in Tier 2 in better company last night as well. Well, I think you finished on track P4, didn't you? And then
yeah.
got demoted to after penalties.
Yeah, I think P6 I finished.
And that was a very good race as well. So you got the sprint experience now as well. Um, and the sprint race is actually very big this year. Looking at the standings, like how much people have jumped ahead because they've done so well in the race and the sprint. So it is very key to get points in both races. Stingers, uh, your best result last week in Singapore in 7GR, P5. How was that for you?
Um, interesting. I think it was just down to me not hitting the wall, I think, and not getting rammed up from behind at the start. 'Cause that seemed to ruin a lot of people's races. Yeah, I just got lucky
Yeah,
because I was losing pace to everyone like, behind me, in front of me. So I was just in my own little race for like most of it.
yeah, you've got some fans in the chat, Dylan. If you're on the Twitch chat.
Uh,
um, yeah, it is about surviving, and there's another one tonight. Jeddah's all about surviving as well. Such a fast track. Mistake into the wall will probably end it. Um, but how are you feeling tonight, Stingers? Are you good at this track?
Not particularly. I think it's probably one of my worst out of all of them, like in terms of hitting
So,
walls. Like compared to
so
last year I was much better because, but this year I still run with like 90% of assists at the minute, which is not the best. But
that's all about then. So, what was I going to say? Uh, Something about track, but I can't remember. But any people you've got an eye on tonight who may do well? Like you said, Bio had a good practice session.
um, I look pretty quick as well. Fresh for
Poe,
me. I think Fresh has got a good setup tonight, so
I
that'll
think
give him a
it
couple of
all
attempts at least.
depends if it rains or not. Paul looked very strong in the wet, whereas Bio looked very strong in the dry. So if it's wet, I'd say Paul. If it's dry, probably Bio.
being at Jeddah is a very low chance for a
Mm.
wet race, but apparently it has happened in a few leagues, according to some people. Um, yeah, I think. Well, we said this last week as well. Paloma, who's a reserve driver, is probably going to get offered a full-time seat after tonight. I reckon. Um,
Very
she
quick, isn't
was,
she?
yeah,
Extremely.
she pretty much had the race in her hands last week before she ran out of fuel, and obviously Dylan just took advantage of that. But Dylan, well, it's no offense to Dylan, but Paloma was just dominating that race
Yeah.
from the off go.
Struggling to keep up.
Yeah, so I think she's going to be a title contender alongside yourself this season. Who else? We had Podgy and Paul last week, who were one of the favourites to win the race. I don't think Paul's racing tonight though, but Podgy is, and I think he likes his track as well.
A little bit cursed
Uh,
last week, weren't they?
yeah, picked him up in the pre-show and the qualifying, and it all went wrong. Uh,
Luckily for Dylan, that hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
Not like Spa
Not
last
happened tonight.
season.
yeah, but you're very consistent, Dylan. Even if you don't win, you'll be up there. I think you have been throughout all your seasons. Really, just keep going. Well, same with Houston as well. Really, you've been quite consistent as well.
I think, yeah,
Plogging along with top 10 finishes.
I threw away China last season, but that was my bad. Resetting the track.
How are you two feeling about your teammates so far this season?
Pretty happy. He's helped me get a good setup. So,
Mine's a bit hot-headed, I think. But he's very fast. But a bit hot-headed, but very quick when he puts his head down.
Yeah, finished game of serving a qualifying band tonight. So well, actually quite lucky it fell on the sprint because he's basically just going to be starting at the back for the sprint race, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And Kinich obviously had a DNF last week.
I believe he had
Yeah,
rear wing
P7.
damage, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's a race winner, that one. Hope for another fresh Poe battle. That was a good one to watch, wasn't it, Joel, last week?
Yeah, it was a
Fresh
good battle,
versus
that one.
Pole.
They're stuck together the whole
Pole.
race, pretty much.
Poe. Yeah, that was a.
Scotty had a good
That was
race
a good
last week,
watch.
actually. He was in a world of his own for most of the race, but they're usually the hardest ones because concentration goes.
Yeah, he finished P6. There was quite a few good races last week with DPV back on the podium.
It's good to see.
And so
Yeah.
the Mercedes team looking very strong now with Paloma added to that team as well. So it could be a good constructors battle this year as well.
Did you want to
So
run
there's a
over
few good teams.
last night's race?
We can do. The
Dylan,
carnage.
with a good result.
Yeah, Dylan, he said finished P6, didn't you, in the end?
Yeah. Penalty.
Yeah, but you're well, not for the win because Fitzy just blew everyone away, but you're definitely in for a shout for the podium for quite a while. I'm trying to think who. Let me just get the result up.
I think Finn had another good race.
Oh yeah, it was a Haas double podium, and then who finished second? It was
Thomas.
yeah Thomas. Thomas back on the podium as well.
He recovered
But,
well after the sprint race because I remember his sprint race wasn't good.
Yeah, it was just a very messy race last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Especially, well, watching the stream, it didn't look like there was actually that many incidents, and then obviously the clips just flew in, but there were some bad ones.
The sprint race experience that you get out of it is good, though, I think. Tier 1 helped me for yesterday, for definite.
Yeah, so well, if you're good at racing, better in the racing qualifying, then obviously it's going to help you. But it's a track you've got to be quite patient on. I think Jeddah, like you have to save your ERS up.
You have to be
To
patient,
make
but
sure
at the
you're in
same
the
time,
DRS train.
same time strategic with that final corner, the DRS zones.
Yeah. If you're very going to set the one, you want to stay behind for that final corner, and then try and overtake them down the pit straight. And
Be interesting to see
attempt
if
to lose them in sector one.
it'd be interesting to see if we have an incident like last season where the car in front tries pulling out the way earlier to get the DRS for the second straight.
Yeah, there's also one less DRS zone as well in there this season compared to last game.
I think it may have been
Just
moved.
after
Yeah.
I've been moved, is it?
I think so.
Yeah, there's the one at the end of the first sector's not there anymore. It's right before the second one from last game.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's another Well, it's pretty much the whole track's just overtaken opportunity, apart from like sector one through the S's, really. But it is one of my favourite tracks to watch and race on, because the racing is usually pretty good. Lots of action. Good evening, Visions. But we are coming close to the end now. As we got 4 minutes to go till the go time. I'm going to get myself in the lobby. See who we're missing. And I think we'll end it there, I think. Unless anybody else has anything else to say.
Nah.
Not from me.
No? Okay.
Other than
Good luck.
best of luck, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
good luck, Dylan and Sting.
Thank you. Thank you. Need it.
Yeah, me too.
Both not confident for tonight, but we'll see. Yeah, thank you for coming on, and we'll see you in a couple of minutes for the race. Well, sprint race.
In a bit.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sprint Race at Jeddah. It's Tier 3, Round 3. I am joined tonight by Joel. How are you, mate?
Very good. Looking forward to the sprint races as ever. Run up some good racing so far.
Yeah, definitely. Someone's the button again for the third night in a row straight away. So we're going to get straight into the one-shot quali. Let's go on board with Stinger's going to be closest one. Our guest on the pre-show, so we'll go on board with him. Board. Right down in P10, or 2E9. Constantly changing. Dylan currently in the lead, but in this one-shot quali. That's using gamer, by the way, to serve in his qualifying ban. Why he's driving the wrong way. It's very easy to validate your lap around here, so it has to be perfect lap. It's one-shot quality, otherwise you'll be starting at the back. Might even be worth backing off like we just seen Stinger do. Make sure he's in the limits. It is. Looks like between Bio and Dylan, they're switching places. Fresh is up there in P2 currently.
That'd be good to see them at a fresh pole.
Yeah.
I think he'd take it even if it's a sprint race.
Nick's doing well up there in P4 as well. Stingers around the mid-pack still. Heading to the final corner now. It's still Bio on the provisional pole. DPD and Nick also validated their lap. But it looks like it's going to be Bio. It is by 4/10 to Dylan and Fresh.
Very good lap.
Stingers ended up P5 in the end, so not a bad lap for Stingers.
Yeah, be happy with that, I think. They'll all look to go forward.
Right then, Joel, would you like to run down the order for us for the sprint race?
Bio on pole. The first ever Tier 3 pole sitter for a sprint race. Dylan, Fresh, Kunich, Stingers, Podgy, All Over Your Face, Richie Chappell, Scott, Axe Flasher, Twisted Dan, Fusion serving his quali ban, Paloma disqualified as well, Poe down there with a disqualification, Winter Cookout and DPV.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Fusion Gamers got away with the P12 there after he was the first one to disqualify in the quali.
And I think that Winter Cookout and DPV, unless I'm not sure how they're behind the disqualification.
Yeah, maybe they DNF into the walls, I think. Yeah, I always thought the disqualification just goes straight to the back of the grid, but
I thought that.
maybe not in the one shot. So we have a sprint race, 9 laps tonight. I think tonight's sprint race is going to be very hard on the tyres. Like, I think they're going to be struggling at the end.
I agree, to be fair. There's a few hard option zones where they'll probably be spinning up the rears.
Yeah, and obviously the fast corners, or someone mashed the button early again.
We don't get the list anymore. Who's done it, do we?
No.
But I'm
People
sure
in
they
the
tried
rush.
as well.
Oh, well, everyone should have their setup anyway. There's no in the sprint races there, so. Just got to change the fuel, but here we go then for first race tonight. No formation lap, we're straight into it. So it's 5 red lights, and away we go. It's a very poor start. The Alpha Tarry's really taken out.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Fusion Gamer twisted down at the back, but as Dylan goes into the lead of this race, that's Martin spinning off. Fresh up the P1 in this sprint, and then Dylan, Kinich, sorry, is round. And so is
Dylan and Fresh
DPV.
have come together at some point. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if he's got damage. No, Fresh might
And
have.
we have a VSC. Oh, your face gets a 5-second time penalty as well. That was a bit chaotic at the start there. We've already lost 2 drivers. We've got one wing off a Fusion Gamer. Twisted Dan didn't get off a line at all. There's a Podgy Port and All Your Face up 5 places each. Just taking advantage of the chaos.
Bio, after a poor start, have managed to gain P3. Look at the big wins up the front though. All over your face and Podgy.
Yeah, there's a full course safety car actually.
And if Podgy manages to win this sprint, I know it's still quite far away from the end of the sprint. If he wins this sprint, I think he's got a good chance of winning the race. Because we know he's got the experience.
Yeah. So said car is out, so Fusion Gamer and whoever else who had wing damage will get away with that. And basically, it's just going to be a rolling start almost, as we were. Apart from lose winner Cookout and Richie, didn't quite see what happened to them two. In comes All of Your Face, he's going to serve that 5-second time penalty. Fresh is in as well, he had that really good start, it's up to P1 going into turn 3 and then no idea what happened. And it's no wing change for Fresh, just fresh set of tyres. Paloma getting that wing change as well. It's half the field is actually pitted. Let's have a look at the tyres. Anyone gone for the sauce? Yes, All of Your Face, Kunich, Poe gone for the sauce. Also DPV, Fusion Gamer, lots of wing changes. Sauce are gonna, I don't know, is Sauce gonna last? Also have a couple of laps underneath the safety car, which will help. It's interesting to see if these guys can make these sauce work. Yeah, very chaotic start. Let's have a look at the stops. So here we go. From P7 down, everybody has stopped. There's quite a few wing changes amongst them as well.
Apologies, just had to go and grab some dinner.
Yeah, no worries.
Was not a good time for the delivery man to turn up.
I was just saying, people are on the sus, and I don't know if they're going to last or not to the end.
I wouldn't think so. Although it depends when the safety car comes in, but it looks like it'll be this one or next one.
Yeah, probably one more lap, I think.
They might do. It's going to be a push, I think.
Like one of them late ones where the safety car just peels in the last second because they're now catching to the back of the queue.
We had a later one yesterday, but it wasn't late. Honestly.
Yeah, so one more lap. So that helped the soft runners. As Twisted Dan now comes in, and Fresh as well. Said, I just said a minute ago, he didn't get a wing change, but now looks like he will. Yeah. Another thing on this game where you got wing damage and they come in because you've got it on auto. The game thinks you don't want to fix it. So Fresh now back at the grid alongside Twisted Dan. Just get the standings up because, as I was talking to you a minute ago, my laptop's literally about to explode. It's on 90 degrees, so I turned it off. Let's get this up. So if you talk to me in the chat, I won't be able to see it. So we have Dylan obviously 2 wins out of 2, 50 points. And Paloma 24 points with the Cookout 18. Same with Woody Ketchup and DBV Podgy both on 15 points. As mentioned in the pre-show, there's lots of points up for grabs tonight if you do well in the sprint and the race. I saw last night Fitzy Tier 2 jumping up with he also got a 20-point lead. Safety car is in this lap, that's a squeak. Yeah, look, Fitzy's got like a, well actually no, it's not 20 point, it's 10-point lead to his teammate, but
It's still a lot considering where he came from.
yeah, he got over 30 points last night. Here we go then. We are underway once more. Lap 4 to cross the line.
A good start for Podgy by the looks of it.
Yeah. All your face going early on Stingers. He's on the sauce. He's lead soft runner. And that is, who's that?
Oh,
Cutting the
Fresh.
corner ahead. I think it's Akflasher.
Fresh is out.
Tyre in the pit lane.
Yeah, might have done.
I don't know, but all your face does make his way through past Akflasher. As they now side by side. Akflasher no wing. Where did that happen? Let's not go wide at turn 1. Be careful. Let's just get out of the way. As the Alpha may have squeezed past his gamer. That was a bit of a tight squeeze. And down at the back there struggling. It's Podgy from Bio to Dun. Scotty having a good sprint race as well. All your face on the watch here. Up to P5 now on those softs, but can they last to the end? We have another yellow flag, that is Fusion Gamer and DPV maybe tangling together. So Dan again, struggling. Potentially come a look. Down the inside, backs out of that one. It's given the opportunity to Dylan. Opens the door for him. Now it's just drag down to turn 1 and Dylan has a straight line speed. Podgy serving his ERS. There's another move just behind as well. All your face is through up to P4 as he brakes just about. Outbrakes Scotty. And there we go. Dylan up P2 and all your face up to P4. And that 2-second gap to Kinich.
It'd be interesting to see if Pope can get through these people when he's on the fastest tyre. How much he wears.
Yeah. Stingers flying right ahead on the mediums, but they're keeping up with Kinich, so they're going to have the DRS to defend at least. Next Fusion Gamer past Akflasher, who looks like he's just going to try and go to the end now with no wing.
Is that smart from Flash? I think I'd probably box, try and get fastest lap maybe.
Yeah, you might as well box. He's not going to get any points for any fastest lap or anything now, but you might as well just pit and just have a bit of fun or practice, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, probably. Although I'd probably practice with my full wing instead of a depleted one.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So all your face is depleted, all his ERS already, but he's on the faster tyre, so I think he's going to struggle now to overtake anybody.
He might just be trying to hang on to the back of them from now, if his tyres start going.
Yeah, Kinich is now, that 2-second gap's gone now, he's now caught up to the back of the train and sets the fastest lap, there you go. And DRS is enabled this lap, and Poe is past Stingers. So there's a big train down to P9, and then the other guys have made a mistake after the restart.
So from first down to 9th, it's 5 seconds.
Yeah, and that 3-second time penalty is going to hurt Podgy now. He's actually coming under pressure your face. Podgy potentially not getting a DRS as well. Same with Dylan. I think Dylan's missing out. So Bio's gonna potentially pull away. All your face will be all over the back now of Podgy. Podgy did get the DRS in the end. Plummet just about keeping up with this train, and then Poe in that last point position. 3 laps to go. There we go, another move in the final corner. So Podgy down the battling.
This could be
No
a pretty
DRS.
wide into turn one if Scotty can get in there. Looks like he's going to go for it. Double
That's right,
overtake.
Knitch almost made it 4 wide, there we go.
Ooh,
Oh, bad camera off it. Not much room on the inside there for Podgy. But they all make it through safely. Oya's face comes out ahead. And Kuninch, look at the people queuing up. Kuninch, Paloma and Poe, and who's that? Oya face.
Oh no.
Oya facing round, just made that move up to P3.
Oh, Phoenix is the big one.
That might be ESC, might get away with it. So that promotes Fusion Gamer and Stinger now into the points. But yeah, they was all queuing up behind the little train there. Look how much time he's lost. Yeah.
But all over the place is up the road.
Scotty.
But he just lost it on the curb, I think.
Scotty backs out that one. He's going to try again down this straight, but we'll quickly head back to the lead because Dylan is about to take the lead of this race. There he goes down the inside.
I'd be surprised if
Scotty.
Bio doesn't go back through and come here.
Oh, there's this big scrap here. There's contact. Podgy's out. I have to watch that back and stream to find out who was at fault there. They tried to go 3 wide down that straight. Loma now up to P3. That's a big shame for Podgy. And Poe potentially had a look down the inside. Now around the outside of Scotty, he may have picked up damage from that incident. There's 2 places there. Yeah, that looked really messy incident, that did.
I didn't quite catch it.
It's just type of it should be happening before the corner up on the straight.
Well, Poe
We'll
quite
have to
well.
watch. Yeah, Poe just avoiding the carnage. Now DPV up into the final point position.
He did mention before the race that we need to be nice to him today, so if he can get a good result, then he'll be very happy.
Yeah. So it's like Dylan has now fallen off the pace of Bios, so it looks like that's all Bios to lose now. So we're right on board with Poe. Is he going to close? I don't think he is, but Fusion Gamer is on his teammate. There he goes, down the inside. Now up to P6. P12, Stingers might be able to fight back here. Unless he's going to play the team game. Fusion Gamer on those softs. As we head into the final lap of the sprint.
Fusion Gamer done well from the back. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
didn't
another one.
Twisted cut across him at the start.
Yeah,
So I reckon definitely that
Dan just
well recovered.
he's completely lost traction at the beginning. But Dan, keep going, and he's going to finish, well, start P11 for the main race. So
That's a good thing about the sprint, is if you don't really do as well as you could have, you've still got time to fix it.
yeah. I don't know if Fresh retired in the pit lane or not, but if he kept on going, he'd probably been around about P10 right now for the main race. There goes Poe. Actually, what's happened to Bio? 'Cause he's lost a lot of time to Dylan, making this final lap very interesting.
I'm not sure what's happened to
Two
Bio.
battles to keep an eye on.
Dylan might get him just before the line if he can get close up this back straight.
Both completely out of here, so Poe's going to be the closest one to make a move for P3. Going to try the switch back, and that's going to be a lovely move from Poe. That was lovely.
He's done.
There's a drag to the line. Who's going to grab P3? And it looks like Poe's going to hold on.
With the fastest lap. Fingers has just got his teammate. Oh no, Fusion's having a spin. Oh, DPD's let him back through.
Bit.
Might have been an incident.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Fair play if he did. DPV letting him through. So just that flash across the lines. Didn't pit in the end, just kept on going, no wing. Bit of a strange one.
Fair play to him though. He just sort of battled on.
Making him twisted down. He's only in sector 1, isn't it? No, sector 2 now. Very long way behind. But we're still starting the main race ahead of another 5 cars, so
All is not lost.
so there we go. That's the sprint done and dusted. Oh, is the driver of the sprint.
Deservedly so.
Yeah, that move at the end there was very nice. So let's have a look then. If it lets me get past the screen, there we go. So Bio will start on pole for the main race. Dylan just behind. Those two didn't move any places. Poe, the big winner, so's Paloma. Scotty. All these guys big winners really. Yeah, Scotty Stingers, Fusion Gamer, DPV picking up the points. All of your face, Act Flasher, Twisted Dan, Podgy, Inch Fresh, Richie Chapel, and Winter Cookout. Here's the grid order. Hopefully no one's going to ready up early again. So 8 minute. Whoa, I'm ready up straight away.
Yeah, I thought that. Luckily we're okay. Let's see what the drivers are thinking strategy wise.
I'm not touching the race director.
Is it not right?
Yeah, you get stuck on the screen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I think you have to restart your whole game and then rejoin. If you're just stuck there.
Well, it's a good thing I'm not the host.
Yeah, I did it last night when I was just trying to see if Paul started on the mediums or something.
Oh, right. Well, that's good to know.
Oh, I've got you back. And then Kanich tier 1 the other day as well. Yeah, don't touch the race director.
No.
Okay, so what's your prediction for this race? The
Um,
sprint race is pretty carnage, so
after the sprint,
it'll be a bit.
my mind is all over the place. So I think the safe bet's Dylan, as always, or as shown so far this season. Paloma is a very good shout. The dark horse of the weekend so far, I think we're going to have to go Bio.
Yeah, well, looking very quick.
That'd be interesting to see what Fresh can do from near the back. Was up there in one shot, so he's got some pace.
Yeah, he's got to be patient. I don't know. I really don't know what happened in that sprint race at the start. It's a bit carnage. But you just have to. You have to be patient. You get overtakes around here. There's a lot of overspeed. But we are about to get underway. No formation lap, so straight into it again. See what kind of start the front two get. Hopefully Twisted Dan gets off a line better this time. He's right in the middle of that pack as well, and he don't want to be doing the same thing again.
Bio start
Here we
was
go, we have
not brilliant last time.
no 5 red lights. And away we go. So start everybody off cleanly this time.
Ooh,
As
that's very
Dylan
wide.
Poe coming through the middle. Oh, this is carnage, but this looks like a massive block of cars there. Trying to figure out who to. So it's still Bio Poe's upper place. Dylan dropping back as Scotty has to take off the runoff area. That's going to promote Stingers up to P4. Paloma, not a very good start for her. Fresh, as you said, from the back of the grid, now up to P6. Not P6, 6 places he's gained, up to P8. Also got the cookouts having a very good start. And scuffing back there. Paloma is through on Stingers down on the inside, but then Stingers round the outside. Has some more traction. That's Twisted Dan off in the background there. So a much cleaner start this time. Let's get the tyre strategy up. Who got everybody on the mediums apart from Paloma.
That's probably why Sting's up back on the outside there. Better traction.
Yeah.
It's interesting that only one driver's controlled.
Yeah, I'd thought people maybe compliment it with the sauce because
Whoa,
and
fusion.
yeah, there's a bit of a tangle there. I was just looking at the pit stop strategy. I didn't see move. Either way, they both survive.
I think Poe's looking for another switch back here.
Hack flasher around the outside. Doesn't fully commit to it though, so Fusion Gamer stays P8 with the cookout in the pits.
I'm not sure if Bio's got
Presumably.
damage. Just watching him through the S's with Poe here.
Oh, is that Paloma? I think it is Paloma. She's spun off somewhere. Now down to P14, so that hard strategy is now out the window pretty much. Let's just see.
Oh, Richie Chapel up the inside of Podgy Porter.
There's a lot of position changes here in the mid pack.
Kunich
All your
and
face
all
and
that.
Kunich side by side.
Oh, and Flasher getting in the way.
And when the cookout has crashed, that could bring out a safety car, and it does.
Virtual,
See at the
yeah.
minute.
So mediums will be coming in around 11 to 14.
Yeah, and the rest of the hards. So Boy still leads in.
What do we think?
Defends
The
some
undercut?
code.
The undercut, the overcut.
It depends if you're in the DRS train or not. If you're in the DRS train, I'd go for the overcut.
It'll have to be
If you
whoever blinks first.
go for the undercut and you come out in traffic, you'll be held up obviously. But it gives everybody a chance to recharge the ERS here, VSC. Whoever used it the most. Podgy Fort has come into the pits for a wing change.
What times did he jump
And
on then?
go
Soft.
to Sauce. Yeah.
Interesting.
Same with Dan, so you twist the dance while you the sauce. It's a very long VSC, and as I was about to say, we're back green. DRS is enabled straight away.
I think Poe
So
may
we
have
have
more
top.
pace than Flyer here.
Fresh now up to P6, he's had a fantastic start. One you mentioned just before to keep an eye on.
Yep. Stingers, who was in the pre-show, going well as well.
Here comes the first DRS zone for Poe, and he's right on the back of Poe already. And now going to take the lead of this race.
You've got to watch the next straight
Not
though.
given much room. Yeah. They're still side by side almost, and Poe does get through, but now Bio has the DRS, Dylan right behind him. Poe might even lose 2 positions.
Dylan's
Bio's going to go to the inside.
He's noticed the
Dylan
Bio
has
as
that
well.
room. That's what's happening behind, because there's a 2-second gap form as Stingers go up to P4 now.
These
Dylan's
boys are actually
scrapping.
catching the front group here.
Yeah, they were. They keep scrapping like this. Bio back in the lead. Dylan to P2 and now Poe down to P3. He was leading this race at the start of the lap. And he's down to P3.
Just realised we got a daytime race.
Yeah, we did put it to realistic as a move in the background there. Fresh on Scotty.
That's a nice clean move from Fresh there, no contact. He's up 9
Yeah, not
positions.
sure what's happened. It's having the best race so far, for sure.
It's not about how you
Before the
start.
lobby, I did check the lobby settings, and I said Pete change it to realistic, and he did, and now we still have a daytime race.
I'm not sure if I prefer daytime or nighttime, to be honest. Depends what you do time trial on, I suppose, for whatever you're used to.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but doesn't matter anyway.
No, it shouldn't impact
The
too much.
yellow flag, that is Richie Chapel, is it? As we head to that, to lap 5 now. Dylan going for the move for the lead, and he's going to take it down the inside before the corner and promotes himself up to P1.
Be interesting to see
If
if
this
Bio
continues
can
throughout
keep
the
them
race,
out.
it's going to be a very good one.
He's made the
Battle
move
for
where you want
P4
to.
as well. Stinger's fresh. Scotty with another yellow flag. Who's that? That's twisted down again.
Rich is in the pits on the side damage. Fresh and Stingers on similar ERS, but Scott's still on about 80%, so that might be why they're getting away from him.
Yeah, I think Dylan potentially. Well, no, I think Bio's just going to squeeze into. He tagged him all, I think. If we went on board. I think he got away with damage though. So Bio did get with DRS, and there's another yellow flag. That's Richie Chapel, I think, on those hards. Trying to warm them up.
Post close up to the back of Bio here.
Now I'm on board with Fresh because I think he's going to be lining up a move here on Stingers.
It's very similar.
He's on the slipstream. Is he going to go for it? No, he's going to wait until the next straight. He's got a much better line through there. Yeah. Up to P4. and he's got the DRS to get away.
Poe and Bio are getting close. No contact as of yet, and he's got it done there. Poe's putting off some good overtakes there. I think we might see a few of these going to the overtakes chat.
Yeah, yes, got a few already. It's a good race up front there, front three.
If Fresh can sort
now
of pull
up.
these along, the front group, and we have an even better races, there's the first one.
Yeah, you can see that he made a mistake there. He's lost the DRS now to Dylan. Poe has the DRS if he wants to deploy it, which he is, and I think he's going to get comfortably back in that DRS zone. Bio might have been caught out there because Poe was pushing to get back in the DRS, and that's caused Bio to fall back, and now Bio no DRS, and he could potentially be falling into the clutches of Fresh if he keeps his pace up. Having quite one in P8 so far. Chapel don't like them hard, so he's off. He's onto the mediums again.
From P7 down to 9, they're all in the same position they started. Might not be for much longer though, because Fusion's caught up to the back of the E4 pack. The DPV's caught up as well, actually.
You can see the power of this DRS. Look how much Bio's dropping off the pace now because he doesn't have that DRS. 2 seconds it was since he went to that corner. So further 2 seconds behind, he's holding it Slingers and Scotty. If you game on DPV all in that train. Poe has a 3-second time penalty though. That is one of Poe's weaknesses for me, is the track limits. He has to pace tier 3, for sure. I think he has too many of the mistakes where he just gets them time penalties, so it cost him
Fresh is closing up.
podiums.
But Bio's made a mistake, I believe, because he's 2 seconds off Poe now.
Poe just made a little error as well. Stays in the DRS.
I don't want to jinx anything, because we're only 7 laps in, but would this be Fresh's first podium?
Yes.
Let's just act like
I
we didn't
believe so.
say that, so if he does spin out, he's got nothing to blame. Because we all love the curse of the commentator.
Yeah, he's got to catch Bio first, and he is. He's come down about 2/10 in that lap.
Oh, Scotty might go around
Don't
the
know if
outside.
Bio's got damage.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, and it's the two teammates
Oh,
have just
2 Alpha.
collided.
No, 2 Alpha mares.
We might
I
refer
think
to what Stinger said in the pre-show about his teammate.
Yeah.
Go and have a look for that yourself.
Yeah, Paloma now into the points. But yeah. What happened there? The camera angle wasn't. Whoever the Alpha mare head spun across the track.
I think Scott went round the outside, which is obviously the inside for turn 2. And I think Stingers went for a switch, but we didn't realise his team. I don't think
It's
anyone.
a shame, it's been for him well. Fresh almost got the DRS there. As I think I just saw a wing, part of a wing on track, and
It might be the
down.
back mark.
It's now been low.
Let's hope for the
Yeah.
club runners it is.
Dan Donny can't
back
even.
mark.
It's a bit all over the place down this race.
He has a wing. Yeah, he doesn't have a wing. He stayed out there. Yeah, he really, he really doesn't have a wing.
This might help Fresh because he's going to get the DRS off the back market if the timing is right.
I think he may clear the back market just before.
Yeah. 1.5 seconds gap to Bio, who don't know if he's got damage or just off the pace, or the DRS on the front two are just too powerful.
Fresh was catching, but he's got a little bit backwards to the lane of the fine turn and 30 hours to
DPV homing down with Scotty for P5.
I'll aim up with his line of feet now. Let's ride on board with DPV so he can get some of his.
Oh, that's down out. That could be a safety car. Just saw that.
DPV gonna get it done before? No.
VSC. Well, I think he's got to get that position
Yeah,
back.
I think
Isn't he? Yeah. Very unfortunate timing that was.
That was unlucky because he would have got that done if that didn't come out.
Yeah. Gives Scotty a chance to recharge the DRS a bit as well.
The drivers I'm looking at are still going full speed. It seems.
Right, will anyone take
Dylan.
advantage? Yes, they will. Yeah, I was about to say, it's close to the pit window.
Poe's followed it. That's probably smart from Poe, to be fair. Just match the strategy of the car in front. So it comes down to raw pace on track. Instead
It
of
should save
strategies.
you about 10 seconds, I reckon.
If I was Fresh, I probably would have followed them boys in.
Yeah.
See if that strategy prevails.
Poe again, I was talking about another 3 seconds. Like,
And
that's probably the podium out the window now for Poe, I think.
there's now a car in between Dylan and Poe. I don't know if Fusion's going to stay out for long, but it's still a car that you have to navigate. Maybe.
Yeah, this is where Poe's got to keep his head with Fusion Gamer. Well, actually, Fusion Gamer making the move on Dylan, actually. As Dylan tries to warm up his tyres. Obviously, Fusion Gamer got the better temperature at the minute, and Poe just behind. Going to take a couple of laps of these half to warm up.
I expect Fresh is really hoping for a sniff. Oh, right, that,
Yeah. Poe might be going for the move here. I think he's going to run out of road though. Yeah. Oh, but Dylan is struggling on these hard tyres, and Poe round the outside.
I think he was smart to back out a little bit there.
Yeah. Maybe could have squeezed through if he was on the wheel, or smoother steering, but he's on the pad, so he can
It's a long race.
sort of squeeze through that gap. Yeah. He's got another chance here.
Fusion's trying to stay out. So is everyone actually. All the front runners who haven't trying to stay out.
Here goes Poe round the outside of Dylan. Dylan holds on.
Traction zone, nope, Dylan's got enough.
So let's go back to the front. Fresh is your new leader. Obviously hasn't pitted yet. Front four has not pitted. So DPV now P2. He's got all the face on the back of him, but he's out of the ERS. And then Kimmich back up to P4. And Paloma on the hards, who has not pitted either. I think the pit window was about lap 14 or something like that, you said?
11 to
Medium
14.
runners.
yeah.
11.
For the mediums it was 11 to 14.
Yeah, so that VSC really is the perfect timing for Dylan, Poe, Bio, and everyone else who pitted.
Did Bio pit a lap before though, because he's 9 seconds off the pace unless he was that far off anyway.
I'm not sure, maybe he made a mistake somewhere along the line.
We saw Dylan struggling on those hard tyres at the start, so that might have been.
And also Stingers is all the way back down to P13 as well. He's just pitted again.
Fresh is actually gapping DPV here by quite a lot of time per lap. He's looking
Did
quite good here,
all your
Fresh.
faces. got a bit of pace tonight, hasn't he?
It's good to see. New house, I believe.
Yes.
That might be
Maybe he's got Mrs. Fresh driving for.
quite possibly.
What am I looking for? I'm looking for. That's what we've got. Leader interval. So, yeah, there we go. Dylan. It's only 12 seconds behind the leader. So Fresh will come out probably ahead of Bio because Bio made that mistake.
Yeah, be in the gap when it.
So Fresh is basically net P3, I think.
I believe so. And
So
then
he's
if he's got the pace, he could be net P2.
yeah, DPV and all your face going side by side, and
That's
there's
all over
contact
your
there, and all
face
your face has
now.
gone around. Yeah. It's a quick track there as well. I think they both tried to go full speed side by side through there, and
Here we go, Fresh coming in.
all of your face not the worst. So there we go, DPV staying out, he's now the new race leader.
Coolidge is
Mercedes
also
1-2.
coming in.
Yep.
Oh, Fresh wing
There's
change.
Fresh got, that's going to cost him big, so he's going to come up behind Bio now.
I think he also got held up in the pits as well, maybe. Yeah, he will, yeah, come up behind Bio. I think he probably may have got Bio if he didn't have to have the wing change. He had good pace without that wing though, that was the thing.
Yeah, and so he got it on that final lap just before he pitted. Knish rejoins race at P9, just ahead of Scotty,
You have to be careful on these
just about.
tyres.
Scotty is going to be all over the back of him straight away. There goes Pete struggling already, and Scotty round the outside.
Former teammates.
And I think, yeah, Pete has to back out of that one, I think. She on the back of Stingers, so the battle for P12. There's currently a Mercedes 1-2 front three. Have not pitted Fusion Gamer. A lot of EMS to play with if you want to use it. Dylan back of him now. So our tyres now up at temperature. The medium will start to go off.
Bo's been saving his ERS behind Dylan here. If you look at the difference between them, there's about 40% difference.
Yeah.
Bo playing it
So when-
smart.
Yeah, definitely. When front three pit, Dylan's going to be very vulnerable.
Bo's going to have to gap him like mad though if he's going to try and get the win.
Yeah. It's going to be the big thing for Bo tonight.
Although it looks like he's probably got stuck in place now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened to Bo. He's just gone. Just no pace all of a sudden. No, he's lost 14 seconds somewhere. It's been a mistake out of the pit lane probably on cold tyres, but even so, he's just not gaining or anything. It's just
Will still be a
Fresh just
podium.
catch him up quite easy as well. So
It might not be a podium then. 9, 10 laps left. Or 11. Fresh has got plenty of time to try and catch Bio, as there's 2 penalties coming back to back.
if there is a safety car, that's pose not the top 3 giants out the window for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Unfortunately,
It is here goes Fusion Gamer on Paloma on the outside. Paloma not putting much of a fight.
if we're in lines,
And here comes Poe.
the leaders are such. He might go around the outside.
Now Poe's using that DRS. He's gonna go for it, is he?
Watch the cars in front.
Oh, it's a risky move. But he's gonna get ahead of Dylan. Or is he? Just side by side still. Dylan just ahead. And Poe has the inside line. They're still side by side. Dylan has to cut the corner a bit. And stays ahead. definitely play. I thought he was playing it smart, saving his ERS up. Just wait for those guys ahead to pit and then attack.
Yeah,
He's gone for it quite early.
I think he would have got them if he did wait.
It's at the back Chapel struggling tonight.
Stingers into the pit lane again. Suppose I could exit out there.
Inch past Scotty. Now his tyres are up to temperature. And up to P9 now. Pete's going to have to help Dylan out here for the constructors title because we have a very strong Mercedes team now. Paloma and DPV.
I'm guessing Paloma's got the full-time seat in Mercedes then?
Yeah, I think so.
She's definitely earned it. Bringing very consistent performances each week, I think. Yet to pit though,
And
so
she can
she can
commit
salvage
this week.
a result.
And as talking about her, she's now making a move on Fusion Gamer down the inside.
Switch back. Oh no, Fusion defended somewhat well. Arced it a little bit, but you've got to do what you've got to do.
Oh, your face. Yeah, just tagged the wall. They might have damage. Carries on. Kunich has DRS and now up to P8, so make it 2 places up there in a short space of time.
It's always good as a driver when you're pulling off overtakes lap by lap. It keeps it nice and exciting.
Warrior Face, one of the pre-season favourites for the Tier 3 title, but looks like he's lost a bit of pace in this game because last game in Tier 3 he was on the podium every single race.
Still a long time left though in the championship, so he could have further form.
Yeah, well, here comes Scotty, he's had a very bad exit, all over faces.
That might be damage.
Oh, and
he's kept it just.
Face turning in now, Scotty for me.
He slammed on the brakes and then he didn't want that in the wall. I think that's what happened now, isn't it?
Just come off that battle and then they're battling again, so here comes Scotty. With the DRS this time.
Ooh, it's a bit
Scotty's
bumpy,
right against the
bumpy.
wall. Yeah.
DPV is in the
Scotty.
pits now. Fusion Gamer going very long on these softs. Not softs, medium, sorry.
DPV on the sauce.
I'm not sure what the tyre wear's like on around here. Get to a race round. Well, actually, no, I done league race round here the other night.
7 laps, so he's going to eke him out an extra lap longer.
You're hoping for a safety car, I think.
Yeah, Knut sets the fastest lap on those hard tyres as Scotty and Oya Face battle continues. I'm surprised Oya Face didn't get any damage from that. It's getting a bit feisty, this battle.
Paloma and Fusion Gamer are very close up the front. Pose POV over there.
So going for that one stop as well. Both Mercedes going for the one stop.
DPD was on the medium. Paloma
When I say one stop, everybody on the one stop, but I mean onto the softs.
the alternate strategy, let's call it.
Yeah.
I just
I think
can't
that's
see
Paloma now.
the
The Fuse Gamers coming into the pits, so Paloma, the new race leader. Dylan,
Ooh, 5 seconds for Fusion.
that's going to hurt him.
That'll drop him probably back behind Kunich, maybe. Oh, he won't serve it now, what we Bio will come out in front. Willie. Could be close to the exit, I think.
There's DPV. After the pit stops, comes out at P4. Fuse Gamer
That's still
P5,
good for him,
and
isn't it?
right on the back of DPV, so yeah. It's got a 5-second penalty.
DPV doesn't have a penalty. Oh, he's 16 seconds back off Poe, so I don't think he'll be getting podium. However,
I wouldn't discount it. Just that's about 10 seconds with Poe's penalty.
oh, has Poe got about 9 seconds?
I
has he?
reckon. I reckon he can catch him with his sauce.
A little 7-lap shootout for him. 7 push laps. Although,
I don't know if Dylan's like just can't get past Blame or just playing it safe. Like, Blame crashed into the wall there. Well, there we go.
Oh, Dylan playing the strategy game and trying to get DRS.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Because Poe is ready to pounce.
What's all that ERS for?
He's still staying out. So there we go. Dylan's going to pass Paloma for the race lead.
What's Paloma pit then?
No.
No.
Oh, here we go. Full car
safety
safety
car.
car's out. Stingers is out. So this will mix things up.
Is Fresh going to
DVV,
come in?
massive-
No. Oh,
massive
Bio
winner
doing
here.
the late move, I think, across the pits there. If I was Fresh,
Crossed the line or?
I think I was running on board with Fresh. I think he did cut across a bit late. Oh, Fresh, I think he's going to come in there.
It has to be sus.
Be interested to see if the front runners come in.
I think DVV's
I don't think they'll lose any
take the lead
position.
this race.
Oh yeah, DTV, yeah, of course. No penalties as well.
I think DVV might just get ahead of him potentially.
It'll
be close.
How far back are we? Yeah,
14 seconds.
yeah, we'll be
It's
close.
going to be close.
Depends if any of those front three have the wing damage that we don't know about. So after DPV saying in the chat earlier, we got to be nice to him. The racing gods have been nice to him, and it looks like he may be on for a win. Time the safety car comes in, 22 maybe.
The only thing disadvantage to him is he's on 2-lap older tyres than everybody else. So Dylan comes in, Paloma has to come in obviously, and also Poe.
It doesn't sound a lot 2-lap older tyres, but they are soft
Paloma
tyres.
was also a big winner here as well because she hasn't pitted yet. This is her first pit stop, and they're going to come out in the thick of the race leaders here. So here comes DPV. He's going to jump him, I think.
Oh, here comes Fresh. Fresh coming in.
Yeah, so DPV lead of this race now.
I believe Fresh will probably keep his position. Flasher, is he going to get it? I think Flasher may come in as well, actually. No, Flasher stays out.
Fusing Gamer up to
gonna get
P2 as well,
Fresh.
a big winner.
Will Bio get
Yeah,
Fresh? That's the big one. No, he won't.
That's a strange one from Act Flasher. He did it last night actually in Austria. Exactly the same thing.
He must fancy himself. He's got no penalties. It's just I think that the safety car's not going to give him enough laps to be able to hold on. Although we might be wrong.
Yeah, that's a mistake from me from Act Flasher. He's got to go onto the softs, surely.
Well, the whole grid's in softs now, so
Just going to get eaten up. Now it really is anybody's game. DPV in the lead. Fusion Game of P2, but these guys pitted a few laps earlier, so they're going to be
Dylan on
maybe
the
a little
softs
bit more
as well.
vulnerable towards the end.
Dylan looking for a third straight win.
Paloma, massive winner that, just staying out on his hards. And praying for that safety car, and it can. Just on one stop. Yeah, so only stop.
Richie Chappell currently in the fastest lap, although that might be beaten with everyone on soft with DRS.
Yeah. Where is Richie Chappell? Is he in the way of anybody?
He's
No,
in
he's at the
13th, so he wouldn't get to keep it anyway.
No, he's in like P10 slot on the grid, so it's only going to affect Podgy. all of your face, I think.
I'm just thinking, is Bio, if he can clear Axe Flasher quickly and keep on, is he on for a podium? No penalties. He just needs to clear Flasher quickly and hope he can keep up.
Let's have a look at the penalties quickly. So Fusion Gamer 5 seconds, Paloma 3, 06, Fresh 3. Could do.
It's going to be hard.
Some of these guys
because it's
ahead
gonna be
might be on
battling.
1-1 as well. Like, way.
Yeah, that's always a challenge. Tier 3 coming up with another interesting race. Haven't really had a boring one this season. Not that I'm complaining, we don't want boring races.
No.
It was those new regulations they put out. The new regulations are working.
When it works. So we're going to have a 3-lap shootout by the time they come round.
Who do you fancy to win then? From the position now, whose car would you want to be in?
I think DBV's only 3 laps. There's going to be no DRS, I don't think so.
No, come in the end of 25, so they'll be literally the last straight.
Last lap will be the DRS in.
That's where it matters if you can get close.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. Dylan, in with a chance, but he hasn't really managed the DRS, so I think he might burn that quite early on.
I certainly know whose car I wouldn't want to be in right now.
You'll just watch him get eaten up here. I think he's just gonna.
On the 15 lap old hard.
He's almost gonna be a hazard for the cars behind. Really, I think.
A wet floor
Just gotta
sign.
avoid him. Yeah. So here we go.
EPV gonna
Final
hold him
corner.
up? Oh, he's gonna go for it.
No, he's sent already. So away we go again.
Yeah, look at Flash's
3 laps.
lost time already. Fresh is probably got to go down the inside now. He's not really close enough, I think. Might go for it.
Do a smooth early
Oh,
on. He is.
lovely. A late break it. That
And
was
stops.
beautiful.
Stops in time as well. Good move.
You just thought Fresh might have overshot it at one point.
Yeah. Bio is next in line.
Loma right on the back of Poe.
Look at that. He's just trying to find a gap. I swear you've got to be careful. Right. Cars like this.
Oh,
Okay.
no, go for Podium, I think.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have that in your head. This guy's a lot slower, but you have to be patient still. Have to pick the opportunity, and there we go. A tag. Bio. Just looking back on the spoiler of the rear wing.
I didn't catch it, but I think we know what happened.
Yeah.
One of those ones where he turns in.
Stuck his nose in.
Yeah. So, what's the podium going to look like now? Paloma? Could Pete even sneak in there if he's got the pace?
Yeah. He is 3 seconds behind Fresh though, so
A bit of battling, and he might get lucky as Fusion's going to go for a move on DPV. That 5 seconds is hurt Fusion, isn't it? He didn't get them to the pits. Oh, contact.
oh, the contact, and then Dylan's got to take advantage. He might take the lead here.
He has.
He is.
Poe.
Poe going to try and get through as well. Like we're 5 wide potentially. Here we go, 3 wide.
Fresh was
Into
watching
turn
all of
1.
this. Which way do we go? Left, right.
Oh, that's
Oh, there goes
contact.
one.
Again, it's spun off there. I don't know who turned into him or contact, whatever.
He's
May have
not
been
lost
Poe.
as much as he might have done. Fresh on the podium here. If he can get past Poe, all he's got to do is navigate DPV and he's on for second place. But
Yeah,
Pete,
that almost
look
sort of
at
scrapping
Pete.
there. Yeah,
He's got up by
almost scrapping.
1.5
Brought Pete
seconds.
into it.
This is brilliant, this. If Pete can keep it going, he's on for a podium.
Fusion game around the outside. Probably a bit frustrated now. Keep his head.
Pete's not had the best week last week. He didn't really get much luck, so if he can bounce back with a podium here. He's going to be absolutely lively. And he'd jump up.
Breaking,
Yeah, he would jump up and
putting
podium.
the gap.
But it looks like Dylan probably, without any hiccup, shoot off into the
His
distance.
composure now. Because his car's behind, especially Poe. Will be battling DBV. No penalties, of course, and he probably won't battle too hard.
DPV has
Poe
got
will.
the ERS over the two cars behind him. Line up the inside of
Let him go
Fresh.
for a move. Poe as well, trying down the inside. Lots to try and keep up with. They're still side by side, Fresh and Paloma.
Paloma used her ERS here. She'd have Fresh gone.
Just probably saving here. So DRS is enabled, so we've got, well, 2 laps. My calculation was very wrong.
Yeah, we finished end of 21, didn't we? So
Yeah,
I'm guessing that's a cannon, isn't it?
still side by side, Paloma. Sorry, DBV and Poe as we ride aboard Paloma.
Come on, Pete.
Should get through.
Stay with
There
them.
comes Paloma down the inside. That's a really good move there. She makes it stick. Really good move there from Paloma up to P3.
An early, well, we're only 3 races in, but a very early contender for driver of the season. Driver for the first 3 races, how about that?
Pete now going to try and move on Fusion Gamer, but also got
He's got to play it smart here, isn't he? That's Richie Chappell, I believe.
just comes out of nowhere.
Oh,
There we go, Fusion Gamers round.
I thought he was out then. I thought I saw a wheel come off. This is helping Pete though, because
Poe
Richie will
gets past
bring him back up.
through Paloma.
Oh, Fresh.
Whoa.
Contact.
And
Oh,
then Fresh
Pete gets
spins.
through. Oh, Fresh,
Fresh
is
is
out.
out.
Oh no. And Pete's up to P4.
Poe on the outside now. Trying to switch back. He did in the sprint, but there's no room there this time. DPV slams that door.
Oh, that's a real shame for Fresh. He had good points on today.
Yeah, that elusive podium got away again, but here comes Poe down the inside of DPV. I don't think DPV is going to put up too much of a fight. Just know he's got to stay with him now.
Yeah, I was going to say, he knows all he has to do is stay with him. Was it 6 seconds of that? Oh,
Back through, or was
Pete.
that Pete trying to get past?
no, Pete was ahead. He was in P4, wasn't he? What happened there then? He picked up a bit of
Pete got
damage.
wing damage. He's quite slow through there.
Oh no.
Yeah, he has. Left end plate's gone.
No. What's been happening this race? Just when you think someone's got a podium on, snatched away. So that means a lone one on the podium now. Unless Pete can, I don't think Pete's going to be able to keep up, is he?
No, Scotty's trying to pass him as well.
I think he'll still get Scotty though, if he can just stay ahead for these corners.
There goes Scotty. It's through Podgy Porter. All of a sudden now P7. He's hadn't really seen him much at all this race. He's now lost some good points.
Loma catching up to the back of her teammate. Oh no, a little bit of a wiggly end.
Oh, now Podgy's got damage. He hits the back of Pete.
Well, down in the final corner, 3rd win in a row.
The coolest man on the grid right now, Dylan.
Don't do that,
Wins
Dylan.
his
We've seen
third
Fusion
race.
do that before.
Yeah, 3rd race in a row for Dylan. What a performance again. Poe, really good race, but ruined again by
Drop out the
penalties.
podium, yeah.
Mercedes double
Scott-
podium it is.
Oh, Coolidge people.
Pete finished P4 in, so what could have been for Pete? Probably a podium.
Oh, 2
for
tenths
sure.
as well. Look, he's only 2 tenths off a podium. That's
Yeah,
unlucky.
that was,
Fusion Gamer.
Back,
Oh wait, he spanned. didn't he?
Backflasher somehow finishes P6 on them halves.
Well, we were scrutinising him, and that's still a good result. Or could have got more than if he'd pit. That's what you
Yeah.
think. Could have been podium, to be fair for him, if he pit.
Yeah, exactly.
What a race,
Very
though, those
exciting
last
race
5
that was.
laps.
Lots of drama.
Love it. Give us more. Would you
Let's
agree
try
with
the
that?
date. I'll have to look at the grid again.
I think he was unlucky, Pete, about the end with damage.
Definitely, yeah. Very good points for Alpine though, and the constructors and Mercedes. I think that's going to be the battle this season.
Was it level in points? No, it wouldn't have been. Coonage with 12 over the weekend.
Well, sprint race. So Dylan picking up 32 points. That's massive.
Extended the advantage even more.
Yep, so there we go. Would you like to run down a grid for us?
Sure, we've got Dylan with the third win in as many weeks. Paloma with another good result in her third race at 7GR. Mercedes double podium with DPV in third. Good race for him. Poe P4.
The other way
Coonage
round those, by the way.
P5. Scotty P6. Bio following his teammate P7. Flasher P8. Podgy P9. Stingers P10. Fusion 11. All over your face. Richie Chapel. Fresh.
Okay.
Twisted. Winter Cookout. I think those stand-ins are for the weekend overall though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what's going on here? It was like a position down, and I just checked. Yeah, it's a result for the weekend, but yeah.
I was gonna say, I did think DPV had a second place. Did he get second place? I can't remember now.
Yeah, DV did finish second.
Well, congratulations
By
to him.
just missing out on that fastest lap as well. Well, actually, just missing out is 20 seconds behind, but
What a race, though.
yeah, a really good. That was a good race. Dylan, the first man to win 3 races in a row in Tier 3. Looking very good for the title early doors. So next week, that is the end of the 7GR week. So next week we are Tier 1, we are Singapore.
Tier 2 is Japan.
Yeah, and Tier 3 is Australia, I believe. So another 3 good tracks.
The first race around the new Australia layout, no? Don't think we've had a tier go around there yet.
No, but yeah, I think you're right. It's the first race in the new layout, Australia. Yeah, so I think we'll end it there unless you got any more last thoughts.
No, just well done to everyone. That was a good race.
Yeah, a few incidents. Stuart Stewards have a look at.
Hopefully not as many as Tier 2.
No, I reckon there'll be quite a few, but not as many as Tier 2. Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Good night.
Good night.